Hello there, this is James and you're watching Tixee Live. And a very good morning to all of you, and all of you, a very happy Tuesday. In today's program, I want to talk a little bit about the boost that the sterling has had on certain reports from the incoming UK Prime Minister, and whether or not the happy feeling is currently going through or currently experiencing is going to be short-lived. But before we get into all of that, don't forget these little videos are for educational purposes only, and in no way whatsoever should ever be taken as financial advice. So I always suggest you do your own research, do your own due diligence, and of course, know the risks at hand before entering any trade. With that out of the way, let's get started. Because there's a fair bit. God bless you. God bless you too. Thank you. Hello there. I hope you're all well and you and your family are having a really good day. Thank you. Yes, so let's start off with something which is not surprising, and a decision which was done in the Asian session. That's, of course, the Reserve Bank of Australia raised interest rates as expected by another 50 basis point rate hike. This is now the fourth straight interest rate hike, and actually the fifth interest rate hike the RBA has done this year. Rates now in Australia now stand at 2.35%, and that's the highest level since 2014. Australia, of course, is facing an inflation crisis like the rest of the world, but it's currently at 6.1, not as extreme as in the EU at 9.1, and certainly nowhere close to what the UK is currently going through with 10.1% inflation reading. So anyway, let's go on to what's happening right now. And that is, I'm calling it the trust boost. The trust boost. Because obviously, Liz Truss was announced yesterday as UK's new Prime Minister after what seemed like months of a leadership contest. But she has been confirmed, as pretty much the market expected. And at the time when it was announced, there's very little reaction because the market had practically priced it in. But soon after she did her first speech and all this, accepted and thanked everybody for believing in her, etc. Reports started to come out, which basically gave the sterling a massive boost. Don't forget, the sterling was under horrendous pressure against the dollar and currently was trading around 1.14475. It's since rebounded now, and that's now currently trading at 1.15683. So it's got a nice little rebound. And the reason why the sterling's had a bit of a rebound is because there's reports coming out that the new PM has drafted plans for tax cuts, which she did say she was going to do anyway, steps to avert an energy crisis, and financial support up to 130 billion to help UK households with the cost of living crisis. 130 billion plus 40 billion to help UK businesses. Now, all I was saying at the moment, and as you know, I've been finding it very difficult to be bullish on the sterling. And I think in the long run, I think this happy feeling is going to disappear. And I'll tell you the reason why I think this. Because, and I'm not the only one who thinks this, Deutsche Bank has come out with a warning based on these plans, okay? They've warned that there's a high risk of UK balance of payment crisis, meaning basically the UK, to raise this sort of money and to do tax cuts as well, is going to have to borrow monies quite substantially to cover these commitments. And though they can possibly help households in the small, for the small term, they can't keep helping households in this crisis. They can't keep paying everybody's electricity bill or energy bill. So, and they have a really good point. In fact, their FX analyst, Mr. Gopal, he said a large unfunded and untargeted fiscal expansion accompanied by potential changes to Bank of England's mandate could lead to an even bigger rise in inflation. So basically, what he's saying is these plans, if their plans were put into place, if they're able to do this, they're going to obviously have to borrow the money. Okay, so there's going to be a complete unbalance there, which is going to put the UK in a severe amount of debt during a time where the recession is, or their economy is slowing down and inflation extremely high. This is not going to fight inflation in any way. And to change and to review the Bank of England and their mandate might even put more handcuffs on the Bank of England to stop them from doing anything. So, you know, it's like I said, I think this happy feeling is going to last for a short while, because I can't see this being sustainable. What she's committing to do, or what she says she's going to do, is possible. I really don't. And in fact, like I say, the Deutsche Bank has even said this is not going to happen now. But if this continues, or they go down the line in this route, okay, they may have to have a bailout from the International Monetary Fund. And they're a G7 nation, get a bailout from the IMF. Because don't forget, the UK, like I say, inflation is at 10.1%. We have recession on the horizon. Bank of England thinks the UK is going to go into recession by Q4. And like I say, we have labour unrest as well. Seriously, you know, with these plans, this is just, I don't see it being feasible. I really don't. But anyway, let's have a quick look at the sterling, see how the sterling is doing on the back of this sort of like slight, what I'm calling Truss boost. Let's have a quick look. So here it is. Like I say, this is on a 30-minute chart. As you can see, obviously, yesterday we were all talking very doom and gloom about this before, obviously, she was confirmed to be the new UK PM. It's trading around these levels. And like I say, since these reports came out, this is where the boost is coming. This is where it has to rebound. Okay, so obviously seeing a bit of selling pressure at the moment. It's currently trading at 1.15579. If we look at it on a daily, we look at it on a daily as well. If you look at it here, okay, let's just say it's a tiny, it's a small boost. There's a key level, obviously, which I'm keeping an eye on at the moment, 1.14936. But like I say, I think, like I say, it's still way under the 30, so the 50, the 100, and the 200 simple moving average, suggesting that the downtrend is not anywhere close to being finished. So like I say, I think it's going to be short-lived, this happy feeling. If we look at the euro sterling as well, okay, let's have a look. This is on a daily as well. As you can see, slight strength on the day for the pound against the euro. But like I say, again, really in the short term, the euro is still holding its own, currently trading at 0.8617. So yeah, well, like I say, we're going to have to see. But this is what is giving the sterling a bit of a boost at the moment. On other things, dollar yen has climbed to the highest level once again since 1998. Pull it up on my charts as well so you can see it. It's currently trading now, okay, at 1.1464, new high since 1998. Don't forget, this dollar is extremely strong against the Japanese yen for the main reason that the Fed is aggressive with interest rates. They've raised interest rates considerably, and expectation is for them to do another rate hike of 75 basic points on the 21st of September. And the Bank of Japan are doing the opposite. They're keeping very negative interest rates, very loose monetary policy. So this is why we're seeing a lot stronger dollar against the Japanese yen at the moment. Up next for the market, though, today is going to be the US ISM Services PMI, due at 2 p.m. UTC. Expectation is for it to come in slightly lower at 55.5, previous with 56.7. If it does come in around that sort of level, then of course, obviously, that's going to suggest there is a slowdown or beginning of a slowdown in the US economy. So that's going to be quite interesting to watch at the moment as well. Other events coming this week, of course, we have Australian GDP, Bank of England monetary policy report. That's going to be interesting, straight from the sterling having a rebound. EU GDP, Bank of Canada interest rate decision, ECB interest rate decision, which I will do a watch along. Will they do 75? Could be amazing if they did 75. So that's and the ECB press conference, which of course I will do a bit of a special on as well. As the markets as they currently stand, FTSE currently trading slightly higher, 0.56%. DAX currently trading in the green as well, 0.48%, and Eurostock 50 currently trading at 0.49%. So that's how the markets stand at the moment. Slightly better than yesterday. A lot better than yesterday, really. A lot more in the green. But like I really think this sterling story, I really think, like I say, it's going to be, I got a feeling it would be short-lived on the fact that the data against it is there and plain to see. And this plan, or this new plan for the new PM's going to put in, I just can't see how they're able to do it. I really, really don't. But anyway, time will tell. Don't forget, you can ask me questions anytime you wish, or simply say hello if you like, or share with me your opinions. What do you think? What do you think about the sterling? Do you think the sterling is going to be able to maintain this momentum at the moment? Obviously, the Bank of England monetary report, policy report, which is due tomorrow, I believe, that could be a changing factor for the sterling as well, obviously. But it'd be interesting to see how it all turns out. Obviously, the market's obsessed with the UK politics at the moment. In fact, Liz Truss is now on the way to see Her Majesty the Queen to obviously be officially appointed as Prime Minister. So yeah. Okay. If you think of a question later, put it in the comments section on either YouTube and Facebook, and I will see them and I will reply to them next time I go live on air. So don't forget you have that option too. So anyway, if there is no questions, not a problem. If you're watching me on Facebook and you've enjoyed this little video, by all means, give us a follow. If you're watching me on YouTube and you enjoyed this little video, subscribe if you like. Hit the notification button so you know next time I'm going live. If you enjoyed this video and found it useful and you put up with me, my over-the-top enthusiasm for the markets, which I simply just cannot help because I love the markets, give me one of these. It's nice to know that you like what I do. I see I've got a couple of likes already, which I really, really appreciate. Anyway, till next time, which of course will be later this afternoon at 2 p.m. UTC to cover the US session. Anyway, till next time, don't forget, these little videos are for educational purposes only, and in no way whatsoever should ever be taken as financial advice. I always suggest you do your own research and do your own due diligence. And of course, know the risks at hand for entering any trade. Till next time, every single one of you, trade safe.